Hello. Still a few things I want to set up before I get started. So I'll be right back. Oh. Hello, Service. I believe that's how you say your name. But, yes. So, technically I can start whenever I want at this point. But, real time to start is about 4 minutes. So we'll do... Just gonna hang out for just a moment here. Hello. A bunch of people said hello at the same time. Nice. So, this is going to be Rain World 100%, and we'll be playing as Survivor. Well, that's basically what you guys already knew. The maximum estimate that I would say for this run is 3 hours. Technically, we only have 2.5 hours, but we'll make it work. The world record for this run that I got last weekend was a 2 hour and 20-minute run. Obviously, you would want to beat that one by have no expectations as of yet. So this run, as you can imagine, Rain World being Rain World, is very fluid in what we need to do. That being, we need to get all of the passages in the game, all 10, with the main ones being getting Wanderer is the biggest one. Additionally, we needed to do a few subtasks that we would consider to be side quests. Number 1, meeting Pebbles. Number 2, meeting Moon. Number 3, ascending in the void, as one would normally would. And then, additionally, something that we decided on as a community was to bring one of Pebbles' neurons to Moon. Which we'll see how that happens as we go. But, very interesting. Boo. Hoku is booing me. What's happening? But yes. You not like Moon, Hoku? Neuron for mother. Good. Don't forget the popcorn plant this time. Well, I don't know of any popcorn plant I need. As technically we could do whatever we want. So I'm going to start when the time goes over to 31, so we have 2 minutes here. I'm not sure if there's really anything else I want to say. Don't be mean to Moon. Well, we'll have a little treat for later. Also, we need to get enlightenment, by the way. That by eating a neuron. But yeah, I'm going to take this pretty tame. I'm kind of just gonna go with it. The beginning's gonna be a bit annoying, at least on my end, as we're gonna have to cross the outskirts toll twice. So we'll see that. I'm gonna do a few other special things at the beginning so that we can get Survivor passage quickly. Something that is very to note is that if you get the Survivor passage, you do not get the Wanderer passage for the pip for the Wanderer in that region that you're in. So we want to get Survivor um, in farm arrays if we can. Although it's not too much of a problem if we get it in outskirts. We just have to do a little weirdness there. F for lore pools nothing matter. Because Scholar exists as an achievement, and that involves us touching 3 colored pearls, we don't care too much about finding all of them. As technically, there's something already dealing with that. Is how we would like to put it. But yeah, I am a huge fan of this game and the mechanics. So if there's any questions about anything about this game, I am more than open to answering it either during this run or after. As I love to see people doing better in this run. Alright, I'm actually going to go to the bathroom real quick so I can actually be able to sit down for 2.5 hours, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to try to read what you guys said real quick. What I meant by don't forget for popcorn plate is that you forgot to get your food up so you could easily bring it on. Yes, okay, that's the one that you meant. Yeah, definitely, you're right about that. What's Slugcat's top speed? What's faster movement option? Hunter's enormous, no question. Okay, should I add sunglasses? The sunglasses look ridiculous on that. So, when it comes to fastest movement for Slugcat, the fastest movement, standard-wise, not being you falling from a great distance, is a slide into a back throw of either a rock or some other spear, etc. We'll be seeing, for the most part, everything in this run, given how it works. Amazing sunglasses. Alright, I'm going to start. There's a lot of weird stuff with this game when it comes to movement, but I'm going to start. I'm going to be explaining the game as it goes on. First of all, playing as Survivor, normal difficulty, normal movement in all regards. Timer starts when this circle fills. I am holding the left trigger, as you can see my controller over here. Holding the left trigger, which is bound to the S key, which will skip the loading of the starting cutscene. That will give us some extra time. And yeah, timer will start when when the circle fills. So right off the bat, we wait till about the 3-second mark, and then I'm gonna hit jump. We're actually can't see Slugcat for just a bit, and we want to get immediately into a roll. And then try to get... Oh, messed that up just a bit. We've got 18 touch pull. That's not bad. I didn't get the roll, though, because I'm bad at this game. Whose neurons are going to get normed? You're just going to have to wait and find out. So for the most part, you can kind of ignore my timer, other than... we didn't get a spear this time. This fancy strat I can do with a spear here, but it doesn't matter. But for the most part, each split I'm going to do, that being me manually pressing the right trigger, does a split. It doesn't matter how good bad I do, because for the most part I forget to actually split for 100%. So I have no idea if I'm terribly on pace or off pace. So here we're going to eat 4 fruit. And then we want 2 bat flies. Hello, my cock. Why did I even say that? Doesn't matter. We're going to move on. We want to get at least 1 bat fly, but we're already getting trolled because none of them went to the right side. That's good. Bat flies will troll you. Alright, so we want just enough food to be able to starve. This is so we can do a... I'm not sure if you call it a method or tech or whatever, but it's one of the biggest glitches in the game that's used for all of the categories. Well, most of the categories at least. And that is karma caching. This makes it so we can bring up our karma as high as we want to. That being, so we starve, it brings our karma up, but we're in a starved state. But if we quit out immediately, it keeps our karma, doesn't advance the cycle, and we're no longer starving. So we can bring it up as high as we can. Eating 5 karma flowers should be passage just to mess with streamers? No. No, it should not. But this is the only part where we're really doing absolutely nothing. So when we hit to Survivor, it's going to force us to watch. And so we're going to hold map so this goes faster. It's going to give us the first pip for Survivor, and then we can immediately quit out. Also, I don't recommend doing this in any sort of casual run. It kind of... This completely breaks the game to the point where it's only movement that you need to care about, which is great, but that's really not what this game is about. But you can't do it if you can't starve. And you can't just go to some shelter and then just starve and do it there. You have to save there at least once. That was the third one. We want one more, and then we're going to actually play the video game. Kind of curious of what you would think about caching being removed. Would it improve the run more, stuff to think about, or make it worse? So, the problem with no more caching is that the beginning of runs are complete RNG fest. Dealing with bat flies, dealing with food, there's really no good way to correctly deal with it. In a consistent and fast way. Because we need to at least get to Karma 4 for most runs. Alright, we're going to continue going now. Apparently my menuing was good that time. But we're just going to be moving on. So there is a chance 2 greens can spawn. There's going to be purple down below. And then there's going to be potentially... Well, I messed that up. Another one up here. So this purple, I like to call the instant death purple, because he likes to instantly kill you, and there's not much you can do about it. It won't matter too much, but we need to get Survivor again. It would have been better if I had a rock there, but if he's there, or if you're near the pipe and he's going through the pipe at the same time, you're basically just dead. So we are going to get Survivor passage in Outskirts, even though I didn't want to. Not the worst thing in the world. make a stream about AOC though. Yes, of course. That's definitely something I would love to talk to you guys about. But for the most part, when it comes to the start of runs, and when it comes to this game, when you want to speed run this game, oh, I didn't want to do that. You kind of just want to do the movement. We're gonna deal with food problems later, and that's a big part of the run. But when you're in just the same region for like 4+ cycles and you're really not doing anything productive, why would you want that, really? Hunter's kind of nice. Okay, Hunter's kind of nice because you start with 3 karma. And that can be very useful to at least immediately get into Sky Islands, and then if you save once, you can go into Subterranean. I messed that up again. Etc. for Outskirts. You understand what I mean? If we're just staying and then running around Outskirts, just hoping we get food or going straight to berry spawns, I don't think that's the most interesting thing at the beginning of each run. Okay, so yeah, dead time starts because we cannot leave, period. We're locked in. I could do this the fast way, but I'm not going to. We're just going to go up here. Sometimes purples like to come up here. In front of me is 2 purple lizard spawns and 2 green lizard spawns. It's a little annoying we don't see any. Okay. Mess that up. So we saw 2. Okay. You didn't make any noise, friend. The other green lizard's harassing the toll. I'm backwards, which is annoying. We do not really want to mess with the toll, because it's easy just to instantly die to them. So we're going to wait this out a bit. So I brought one of the karma flowers with me. There's another one I can get if I want to get it. This is concerning. But effectively, a karma flower is half of a pearl. I'd like you two to leave. Ooh, please leave. Please leave. Yes. He's rooting for me. Yes. Kill him, please. Thank you. Please don't accidentally kill me, though. So that might get us just enough spears to get us through the toll. Come on, give me. Take the friend. Thank you. I do not know. Often I miss when they wave you through. There's a dead purple there with multiple spears in him, though. I'm gonna give him a bunch of stuff while I still can. So normally it would be a flower and then 3 spears or 2 flowers. We don't want to pick up any of the spears we've already given them. Come on. Come on. And sometimes because they're full of spears, they don't like to take the spears. Okay. I'm just gonna go now. We're good. Alright. I often miss when they wave you through, but sort of, ooh, we got lucky. This is very good. I don't know why there's 2 pearls there, but I don't question it. Outskirts is outskirts. Things happen, we don't know what's actually going on. That was pretty good, though. We're gonna really want these pearls. We're gonna give one so we can get back. And then we're gonna have another one for later. Potentially. Or I could just give them both at that time. So we can get Chieftain quite early. Oh, we even got the spear spawn I was hoping we would get, so we can eat this popcorn next cycle. Okay, we're doing it. I think the pros because you can come farm ways right without. They are not a natural spawn. Those fell off of the deer skull and were brought there by. That's pretty good. And were brought there by a scavenger. But they are not natural spawn. If you come in from farm arrays, like I have so many times, you hope you can get by because they're all dead. Or you kill them all yourself. And that's what I was going to do, given the chance. But now we don't have to. That's not bad. I'd like to grab you, friend. Okay. I see how it is. Not too bad. So now we are going to go over and activate the Farm Raise Echo so we can get it next cycle. That is not a good sign. I feel like that's just an egg bug, though. If you have Chieftain, do you have to pay a full port cost or less? You do not have to pay anything, although I do feel like people locally, they don't like you as much, but they're okay with it enough. So now we see this visual cue, we can just die. Also, I'm kind of missing what some people are saying in chat, but that's how it goes. So we're going to use this spear, we're going to go up. We can get this popcorn. Sometimes a green comes here and can get stuck in your shelter. You cannot get friend off of a lizard you haven't given something. But yeah, no, those pearls don't show up. Many times I've done something like this. Past passages for this run is very nice. You really don't need it for any other run. You can route in passages for pilgrimage, but it is not required that you do so. And personally, I don't care too much. Okay. You can just jump off the ones that don't go too high. I messed up the jump here last time, but that's okay. I should not go for squid cicadas again. Oh, messed that up. Doesn't matter. There's an egg bug asleep above me. But, Chieftain is based off of Global Rip, and then there's Reputation with Scavengers. So if we bring local up really high, generally, global goes up high as well. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but just my general idea. So we want to spread the love to scavengers throughout the land. We're really not going to see other scavengers too much later on. I'm always getting this guy. I was getting the Farm Raise Echo. Loafs are good, yes. I didn't pull it out. I thought I got it. Okay. That's probably gotten us really close to Chieftain there. I'm not a huge fan of getting Chieftain early, because we have to get the friend, and that can mess up the friend quite a lot. So from this point on, we're going to want to kill some lizards, if we can. Specifically, we want to try to get a purple now, We can get a green now, but it's not great. Let's take this safe real quick. It's still not exactly an easiest kill in the world, as purples have a high instantly kill you rate, so I just make sure to not even deal with that, even though they're really likely to drop you. So we want to go up so we can get the white squid cicada, so we'll need that when we keep going to this all the way up through chimney and to the wall, because it helps the wall movement quite a lot, and we want to get any extra food that we can while we're here. What am I doing? We need to go up there. We want you. Get down here. Come on. Thank you. Yes, I do friend in Subterranean, because it's a very easy and kind of isolated spot where the green and two blues are. Come on, wake up. Time to play the video game. A few ways to jump this down. There is a setup so you can get right into the mouth of the exit, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm going to check my food real quick. It's perfect. Would like some more if I can from bat flies, but we're not going to worry about it too much. We need the Outskirts Wanderer Pip, however, and this is something I forget sometimes. Purple can still come through this pipe and kill me instantly if it wants to. There he is. That could have been really bad. I played that wrong, too. We're killing pebbles, huh, first? Just wait. I wish we could kill pebbles. Me too. Why? Why, though? I mean, it would change a lot. The rain wouldn't happen anymore. Because the rain is solely coming from him. We might have gotten Chieftain, that's why it's forcing me to see this. I didn't actually check. We might have gotten it. We got a bit into Monk there, which won't matter, as we'll get it later as we need to. You gotta remember you can actually do that jump with a squid cicada. We're gonna go fast enough, so we're gonna go past instant death purple here. Alright. Now we're going to Industrial. We're gonna take the first shelter in Industrial. This is going to be our main hub of operations for a lot of loops, as I like to call it. So we need to go up through Chimney to do the Wall, Sky Island, Farmerace, Subterranean route. And then we also need to go to Garbage Waste at some point. And we need to go through Shaded and then Shoreline at some point. Okay, we don't really have enough food. This guy is going to try to leave on me. So I'm going to stand directly in the way. Always does the same thing. So there's another instant death purple that can just fall from the ceiling onto me right now. Come on. Oh, we're good. Pretty sure Scholar can happen on Monk. You have to... So there's a lot of specific requirements for Scholar. I forget the exact things, but I believe you need the mark, and you need to have met Moon, which is why, right now, I'm passing by this colored pearl. You would. This is what you get now. But I'm passing this colored pearl, but we'll get it later. Additionally, when it comes to... Oh, don't do this to me. Come on. Come on. There we go. Additionally, when it comes to... I completely don't know what I'm talking about. When it comes to Scholar, you only have to touch the pearl and then survive the cycle. You don't actually need to bring it into a shelter or anything. He just wanted freedom. Freedom from life. I'm guessing you're talking about the Squid Cicada, but... There is a white lizard stuck in the top right, top left here. That is really annoying. Hello. Come to me. Stop trolling this run. There we go. You can't lick very well in here. And if he passes through here, he doesn't like to come back up. He doesn't like to come back up. Thank you. Yes, stay there. Something else that's very important to know is that the Squid Cicada actually takes priority going through pipes over Slugcat. So we want to press up when the Squid Cicada is going through is going to be the one that's going through the pipe we want to go through, not Slugcat, as we may go through the wrong pipe sometimes. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Chimney at 23. Yeah, we used to get stuck in that pipe pretty regularly until we're like, Slugcat doesn't have priority. It makes perfect sense. Alright, so we need to get to the top of Chimney right quick. Oh, messed that up. The boost out of that pipe is a bit harder to get than you would think. It was actually closer than I thought. Am I? Okay, I thought he was high up. Blue lizard, we got another fat fly, which is good. They always get stuck there. Come on, you two. Oh, that's annoying. Come on. They don't like how they can't walk in the background near me. The scavenger may kill me. I'm a little worried about that. Yeah, that's fine. Stuff can still fall on me from above. But we saw one of the white lizards, so I'm not terribly worried. There's likely at least 2 white lizards in front of me. There's 2 purples here, of all things. Come on, come on. Yes, that worked out. So right here on this transition, we can die by getting pushed off. There's nothing there, that's good. This transition is also quite a killer with the white lizards. So I'm gonna bait it real quick. Okay. Another purple. They like to come out here today, don't they? White lizard's in an okay spot. White lizards do not like to take in-room pipes, if you've noticed. That's an advantage to them and a disadvantage. Okay, we're doing just fine. This room can be quite annoying if stuff gets bunched up, but normally stuff gets stared by vultures. That is not a good sign. Okay, we do not want to lose the Squid Cicada, although it doesn't matter. we probably lost him there. He's probably in the terrain right now. So the pipes all through this area is not too bad. Yes, I often do at least this room a bit slow. A lot of these rooms a bit slow, just to make sure I actually finish the game. So I know you can do one pretty kind of annoying jump that can get you up the block quite fast, and then for that part, I just wanted to be safe. Okay, I don't know why I stayed in for the whole trigger. You just need to see it. Don't want to fall off. Sometimes a blue lizard can be in front of us, and sometimes the vulture can still come down. So I believe that because... So we have two bat flies with us. One's grabbed by me, one's grabbed by the squid cicada. I don't believe the one by squid cicada will actually give me food, so I should only have the one extra pip when we see this. And I was right. I'm not exactly sure why that happens. We don't have Chieftain. It's actually really close, though, which is actually perfect for me. That's exactly what I want to see. Alright, next we're going to get the Chimney Echo. We're going to be in a good spot. Also, if I didn't say I didn't really say it earlier, but we're going to be getting all of the echoes as well. So here we're at a part where the echo affects the area, but stuff can still come in. So vultures can spawn, and they'll fall from the sky asleep. So far we didn't get any, but more often than not, we'll probably see one. But we haven't seen any, but yeah, that's something that can happen. Comparative to other echoes, you can actually kill them, and that's one of the things that the score runners do quite a lot. One of the annoying things about echoes is that it slows down all movement in the rooms around them. So it's easy to actually mess up movement through the echo area and just fall off the edge and die. You can what? You can get the grub to spawn echoes, to spawn vultures in the rooms near the echo, and you can just kill them as much as you want, and they won't fight back. It's exactly what you think it is. Alright, so that's 2 echoes down, 4 left. And now we're going to be going to the wall. Free mask equals free rep. I wouldn't say that's what you should be going for. Jeez. And Rob has a cheese command in his chat, just to say what that is. It was beautiful. Exactly. We don't need... we don't need food now, but it would be nice. We're gonna have to get food in the wall either way. Vultures can be annoying through this section, but generally they aren't. The little stutter step that Slugcat does like that. If you're gonna do a jump, I would stop moving for a moment so your jump doesn't mess up, because Slugcat's like half in the air and the jump can just be weird. Being farmed by the power of the echo. Yeah. We're getting pretty good time right now. Almost sub half hour getting into the wall. We don't want to die on this next section, obviously. It takes a while to get back here. So the thing about the wall is threats being The wild card that is the blue lizard that can be anywhere. The drop wig, which can be in a few places, particularly has a low chance of being in a spot that we have to pass by. It's not common, but it can happen. Sometimes he's just dead as well. But the real threat is 4 white lizards that we're gonna have to deal with. For the pebble percent runs, it isn't much of a problem. I heard the drop wig move. I don't know where he is. Let's go up so we can... Okay. Bit annoying. Not too bad, though. I don't like crawling on the inside, but I'm not gonna risk just getting hit by that. So now we just need to worry about the blue lizard and the white lizards. The white lizards are pretty annoying. This is not the amount of bat flies I was hoping to see in this area. So if we stop moving with the squid cicada, we can still eat. Okay, a bunch of bat flies came in. Alright, now we're doing good. There's the blue lizard. But normally through the pebbles percent run, we get here when the cycle timer ends. And because the rain doesn't really affect the upper areas, it's good for us because all the lizards will run away. But getting past all these white lizards without fighting them and doing it fast is not the greatest thing in the world. Let's put it that way. They could be anywhere ahead of me from this point on. Generally, they're camping the entrance to this next room, or camping in the next room. But they can be wherever they want. There's one now. Hello there. Follow me, friend. Sometimes they won't follow you. They really like to stay in this room. I don't know what it is. We want him to get close on this block. So he tries to bite. They can either charge their bite or their lick. So you want to force them to try to get close to... You either want to have them charge their lick and then get close so they can't bite you. I did not see him. That could have been really bad. I thought I heard one there, but I was willing to bet that he wasn't there. We're going to take this save real quick. Give me a second here. Alright, so we've seen 3. The third one here is not really gonna... Okay, I guess he is. But the 4th one can be anywhere. Right here in the screen transition can be pretty bad. But I'd like to go back in case I really don't want to fail. I don't know if I see him or not. Can't really tell. He might be up by his spawn. Give me a second here. That is probably one of the most annoying locations I have ever seen. One of these guys. Oh, okay. It's better. Alright. So I have a plan. It's called Sacrifice the Squid Cicada. Perfect plan. Alright, so I would like to kill that white lizard if I can, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Because we can get him next cycle. Why am I... Oh, yeah, we want that. We don't need the squid cicada, but it would make this next little section a bit faster. up here? I missed a bunch of things. Don't forget to eat the popcorn plant. Okay. Thank you. Five teal overseers. That's not terribly surprising. I probably could have gotten by with the squid cicada, but I didn't care to really risk that. I did not take the spear with me, but that shouldn't matter. White lizard, 2 of them spawn up above us. Sometimes it's just 1. They do not like to be in their spawn room. I don't know what it is. They really don't like to be up here. We can see one. Yep. They really don't like to be in their spawn room. I don't know what it is. They're so scared of being in their spawn room that they often don't mess with you. Never actually figured out what the teal overseers were. So the yellow one that follows you everywhere is Moon's overseer. And the blue ones are Pebbles' overseers. And they all have their own mind. They're not directly controlled by the iterators. Alright, so we want a spear. We don't actually need a spear for the next part. I didn't think about it. But we'll want a spear next time we come up here. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the white lizards, like, preferences in which rooms they want to be in. Because it's not good. Alright, I saw it happen. I had both white lizards camping outside my shelter near the top of the wall. Yeah, that happens. You want to immediately move into them. As I kind of just saw. We all kind of just saw. Alright, we'll want to kill one of the white lizards so we can get Dragon Slayer here. This is probably what happened to you. Except you need to be ready for it. Grab the spear, thank you. Sometimes one of them can get messed up. Or that can happen. I'd like my spear back, but it's kind of whatever at this point. We're gonna hope there's another spear in front of us. I don't know what I just saw, but I'm gonna pretend it didn't happen. I don't know if someone wants to clip that. The white lizard appeared to have jumped. You're gonna just down spear into Pebbles, right? Yes. That's why we want a spear. I pretend I did not see it. We should all pretend. There are things in this game where you blink a second and you're like, yeah, that didn't happen. It's kind of one of those things. I'm not actually gonna down spear. We're gonna only do one spear. I didn't grab it though. Bit annoying. I mean, it's common for lizards to dislodge after a period of time. The trick for that is to start the roll before the lip up. You can do rolls up 1 block high blocks. Yeah, makes sense enough. So, you guys asked what would be the fastest movement in the game. My take on it is the slide back throw that I just did. Okay. It's not lagging for you again. Must be on your end, because it's not on my end. Come on, rocks. Give me one. So you can do the slides on here, and you'll stick to the ground. I messed it up, though. You stick to the ground and go really far. You can also do that whole section just by doing normal rolls, but you really gotta time it right so you don't touch either of the slopes. Is it faster than being in Red Lizard's home as he carries his home? Does that count? I mean, I wouldn't count that. The fastest movement in the game is technically jumping off the wall and falling down really fast. If you'd like to count that, I'd like to see my food, please. Thank you. So here's the popcorn that we needed to remember. We need to eat all but one here. So that we can eat one of the neurons in Pebbles, as well as put one in our stomach quickly. We only put a neuron in our stomach if we are full. Touch the corn. Yes. Slug Cat has the auto touch for corn. So for this, we want to do a roll. Don't jump out of it. And then no roll, and then just walk to it. Because the gravity changes will make the movement a bit annoying. We'll want to jump to the right, be holding down. Jump like this, then we'll be holding left. If we're near the broken pipe, you don't really want to touch anything because you don't want to get thrown into it, which will forcibly push you out of it. We want to get onto... Oh, well, I guess we're going now. Messed it up, but... Alright, salvaged it a bit. Come on, rocks. Come on, give me something to throw. Whatever. Alright, now we're going to see Pebbles. So one of the things that we like to actually have that actually helps runs that we can do before the run is have a hunter save that is met Pebbles before, met Pebbles. And that makes it so when we immediately go into Pebbles' room, he gives us the mark immediately, and that cuts a lot of his dialogue. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, because this is the only break for me in this run. So he's going to talk to you guys. You guys enjoy that. I'll be right back. Oh, just in time. Okay, we want to go in the left pipe here. No. If we go in this pipe, it's basically... it's bad. Come on. Come on. There we go. Doing good. He likes to push you in that other pipe, because that's where you should be exiting. Because he doesn't want you in your memory bus. Oh, looks like we got lucky. He's in our stomach. We have everything we need. Now we're going to leave. So we can really only re-enter, I believe, Pebbles' chamber once? Maybe twice, I don't remember. But we don't want to stay in his room for terribly long. He should be pushing us out again, so it makes it easier to get out. Okay, we want to hold the D-pad so we can get this right. If we throw stuff, he'll move us faster. He'll kill you the third time, that's what I remember. Which is why we don't want to get pushed out when we initially get there. And if you're the drought mod, you can bug him out so he never kills you. But we don't talk about that. Except we do, because I think it's hilarious. Alright, so we're just going to be climbing up. We're going to save up here. I completely forget where I want to go next. We're going to go to Industrial. been there a third time, but you have to get him to notice you. It depends. We're doing pretty good. Let's put it that way. We're doing pretty good. Has anyone here tried Warp Stick 5 Pebbles? You cannot stab him, so you can't do it. You actually have to be able to put the stick... Well, you have to actually be able to stab him. I did not want to do that, so we need to die by some means. That's gonna be a bit annoying. I think Pebbles will be faster than going to the left here. But I was supposed to passage out, so that's gonna waste us a bit of time. I always forget something like that. Yeah, 5 Pebble should kill us fast. Come on, come on, come on. So far, this run has been basically flawless, and as good as it could have been. So it's bound that something was going to go wrong. He should kill us instantly, because it's technically been the third time, but I don't remember. Thank you, Pebbles. Your assistance was appreciated. Please turn down your music, though. Thank you. Throw a rock at Pebbles' face. We don't even need to do that. You sound a little like apple bread. I don't know what you mean by that. I always forget the order. And you don't really want to go too fast because sometimes the... Yes, this one. The map messes up. So we could passage to any shelter we've previously been to in a run. Also, hello, Snow Turtle. But we can't passage to one we haven't been in a run. Because technically there is previous saves where I've been to other shelters. There's a chance that the passage could lock on to a shelter that I haven't been to for whatever reason. So we always make sure and don't just press yes warp to industrial. So now we're going to be going over to Shaded Citadel. Traditionally, I would get the 2 pearls that are at the end of Shaded Citadel and give them to the scav merchant there for a lot of scavenger rep, but we already have a lot of scavenger rep, so it's not too bad. We could kill this green here, but it's not terribly easy to do so. There's a few good places to do it later. Okay, don't really need any more food. Additionally, we're coming up on Hoku's favorite part, as we get to see, ooh, we don't really have Chieftain. Good to see a lot of lantern mice. Also, she knows exactly what I'm referring to. As we're gonna need to get outlaws. Don't throw that at me. At least I didn't have a spear. Okay. Could have did that a lot better. but it's whatever. So you can jump out of it early, or you can jump out of it like a normal belly slide. You just need to time it right. And it really depends on what you want to do for that situation, and if you actually time it right, of course. So now that we have max karma, we're doing pretty good. That's really the only way we can put it. There's really no way to mess up from this corner. I'm very bad at fully timing. Yeah. Slide to the left. Oh, door. Alright, we're going to be going to the midpoint of Shaded. Depending on what our cycle is, we might be getting there right when the rain comes, and then have to activate the Echo the next cycle. Or we can activate it this cycle, which is what we would want. And then we don't need to get the pearls, because Outskirts was amazing. So we're doing pretty good. I want to try to give the merchant something. Additionally, I mentioned that this is Hoku's favorite part because I have to kill a lot of lantern mice to get the outlaw. Video Cult just retweeted your tweet. The tweet that you did, I'm guessing. So it might kill a lot of people. Okay. Interesting. Yes, Hoku. Yes. You know it's the fastest. We say this every time. You also always show up. How could you do this? I could because I can. And that's all that really matters. I messed that movement up a lot. Bully the rats. Yes, the spider. Not commonly seeing those here, at least. You're killing me here. Exactly. I could do it in Sky Islands, but I'm not going to. The cycle is not good. We need a spear here to climb up, which is always annoying, because it's easy to just not be able to see any other spears later on. Rob's bloodlust is showing, of course. I would only hope to see that from him. Normally I would go up to kill some more mice, but something tells me we're going to be fine. I'd like one of these guys' spears. We're not going to worry about it too much. We're going to go up, I guess. I'm glad we're almost chieftain. We're not full chieftain, which is a bit annoying, but it does mean these guys don't really mess with me. Ooh, that's good. When are the lantern mice going to strike back? Never. They need to be cannon fodder for my outlaw passage. Alright, I want to kill more because I don't believe we're there yet, but we'll get more chances later if we don't get it this cycle. Lantern mice flashbangs went. No. Please don't. What are we at? I didn't see the timer. Yeah, we can do it. Just barely, but we can do it. Yeah. I'm not going to see what people are posting for a bit here. Because it's still going to be a bit tight, potentially. This area more... I believe this whole area just fills with water, so I'm not terribly worried if the cycle ends. Okay, you pushed me through. That's what you get. I just look over and all I see is like, no! Okay, that might have been a little bad as this jumped. Okay, I went through the train. That jump can mess up easy. I want to get a spear for my shelter, but that's just how it goes. Yes! Someone understands. Oh, goodness, they're everywhere. Please don't combine. Okay, not too bad. How could you, though? Curse slopes. Well, when it comes to slopes, all of reality ceases to exist. So, I like to pretend nothing's happening. Also, there was no machinery there because it's a region we didn't save in, and it was, I didn't check if we actually got it now. I need to check when we get the echo. And kill something when we leave. But there was no machinery there because it happens when we go to a new region and then we get to the shelter and haven't seen the machinery yet. And it's raining. It's going to rain, or the rain sequence has started. Only way to put that. Aggressive mice would this blind you while exploding? Are they going to be banelings? What are we talking about right now? Because if they're banelings, that would be terrifying. The machinery of the shelter that closes behind you, it wasn't there when I went to it. Also, this guy's going to talk to us. We're going to leave when he sees the first text box, so he stops talking to us, because we don't have time to listen to what he's talking about. We don't have it. Okay, we're going to have to kill at least 2 more. Yes, Hoku. Yes. I'm not gonna kill the scavengers. What do you want from me? I'm not an animal. Sorry. Kill lizards. There's one lizard here that I'm aware of. Please give me my spear back. Thank you. I still need to kill a black lizard, but I don't need to. And it's out of my way. I'm not an animal, it's an animal. Slug cat's not an animal, it's a slug cat. Okay, stop running from me. There's no escape from my wrath. Hey, what's going on? Please take that. Thank you. They are right to run. What? There's actually a mole lizard up there? I have never seen you up there. Hello, friend. I'd like to murder you in cold blood. Please come down. There is no spears, so never mind. We'll deal with you later. These jumps are always terrifying. Always terrifying. We do this right, we can just jump on that and then just be fine, but I don't like to take it fast either way. I suggest 5 being off the rats. Well, it's the... it's literally called Outlaw. We have to get the... we have to kill things that are neutral to us. We don't need these pearls because we already basically are at full wrap, but I'm going to take one and put it... didn't want to do that. Put it in our stomach for later. I wanted to hit one of the berries to make them drop, because you can't grab all those ones up there. I'm going to put this... no, there's already a neuron in our stomach. So there's one mistake I made a while ago that I don't want to make this time. And that's accidentally eating the neuron. But we're completely full, so it doesn't matter. So the rest of the run through Shoreline is going to be pretty tame. You may notice some interesting stuff when we get to Moon, though. Also, this is probably one of my more interesting music. They killed Tupac, didn't you know? I have no idea what you're referring to. And I know you're fully aware of that. Oh, messed that up. And that. It's whatever, though. Jet squids are jerks. I wouldn't say that. They're not too bad. They can be jerks, though. But squid cicadas are worse. Well, I wasn't thinking about that popping in my hand. Come on, let's get out of here. A bit higher than I wanted to go. Almost missed that, actually. So, we did not require to actually get stolen enlightenment from Moon. So, if you were thinking I was going to do that, I'm already glowing, by the way, because I got Moon's, Pebbles' neuron. Please drop the spear, you idiot. I almost died because they were bullying me and I couldn't drop the spear to pick them up. Please stop hitting me. Thank you. Oh, goodness, that was actually kind of scary. That doesn't really happen. I could not drop the spear. I don't know what's happening. I haven't had that issue before. I guess I don't really know how water stuff completely works. Yeah, that's just me. There's always one jetfish in this pool, but there's the 3 earlier that we can bring with us. Hopefully, Leviathan is nice. We want to bring this jetfish with us so we can do this next room fast. We can't bring it in the next room, though, because we can't, actually bring it up with us up here as much as we would want to. Alright, so we're going to be getting up to Moon as fast as we can, but we're also going to start with Scholar here. Please don't shock me. And go up to the Gold Pearl. We'll just do a pounce so we're not too fancy. And then you can get up here with no prior help from anything. She can read them with 5. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. She can read with any amount of neurons, as far as I'm aware. Also, we don't need her to read anything. We just need to be able to get the Scholar achievement by meeting her. Let's go up so I don't fall. I just want to make sure I don't mess this up. I want to hold right here so it's easy doing that when we're falling out. Yeah, she can read as long as she has 1. I know I believe Snail Turtle would at least know that. We want to leave this pearl here for a bit later. Alright, so here's an important part. So we need to give her a neuron, but she's going to talk to us for 3 years before we can really give her a neuron. So if we just stay out of her range and then just throw it at her, we see it go up, we get close, we see that voice line, and we're good. I don't even know if you actually need to see the line. And that's Moon. That is all you will see of Moon. If you blinked, you missed it. I'm sorry. Alright, so now you should notice something very interesting. I'm going to put this in my stomach. We'll need it for later. I'm giving her 100 neurons. Please don't. Please do something else with your time. Your time is valuable. That's how I put it. Alright. Please look at the dream. Now tell me what's happening. Alright. So, Stolen Enlightenment actually triggers if Moon has a difference to 5 neurons. So if you actually give her 1, it counts as her taking a neuron from her. Yeah, it's an equals instead of a less than equals. So if the first time you meet her, you give her a neuron, she actually doesn't like you. Although, Like, she likes you, but you will get that cutscene, and I don't know if you get the Stolen Enlightenment achievement or not, but that's what happens. It's pretty funny. I don't remember where to go. Give me a second. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. We're going to Sky Islands. Okay. Good. But yeah, I find that very interesting. If we see that cutscene, that means we did it right. So we want to see that. I believe that's fixed in 1.7, but I have no idea. I mean, I still want to see someone actually do it. So if my moderator Monoprobs is still in chat, he still hasn't gotten an achievement. I would love for him to test that out to see if he gets that achievement or not. But I believe it's just if you eat one. I have no idea though. Alright, so we're going to be going all the way through Sky Islands. So we've gotten 4 echoes. We need 2 more. That being Subterranean and Sky Islands. So we're going to be going through Sky Islands, and we'll also be going through what I like to call the worst room in the game. We'll see that soon enough, though. Which one? I zoned out. So the Stolen Enlightenment achievement is to eat one of Moon's neurons. Because you could actually tell what was going on, you didn't eat Moon's neurons, so you never got it. Is how I like to put it. So we want someone to, on the first cycle they go to Moon, give her a neuron and see if they get the achievement. We want this. This jump's can be annoying. Okay. A little scared. Devs, then no one's gonna give Moon a neuron the first time they meet her. Of course. Yeah. I could probably even give you a save to do that, if you really were just like not interested in actually doing it. Also, we need a we don't need it, but we want one of these squid cicadas. It'll make it a bit faster. So you may notice I didn't really talk about it earlier, but we always get the white squid cicada because the white squid cicada has a lot more stamina, so we can jump with it a lot more. That's basically about it. No one's gonna bring an egg new to Moon and they'll hatch in a cycle. Snail total intensifies. I mean, you can definitely do it. Pretty sure going from outskirts to Moon isn't too bad. Interesting. The purple's the annoying part here, to be honest. Industrial to Moon? Yeah, I don't think Industrial to Moon is that bad. Listen, I do outskirts to Pebbles fairly often, and that's the hardest run that I do personally, and I think that's probably going to be one of the harder ones. I know outskirts to outskirts is still probably one of the easier ones. Also, that was the worst room in the game. I don't believe the devs want you to go up there, but the screen does not follow you, and when you're on that top flat section, you can't see yourself. You just gotta know what's going on. So I like to call that the worst room in the game because of that, because it's very easy to mess up. Baby, that jump is free. You just have to time it right. Just don't walk off the edge, and you're fine. We do need to kill one of these guys. Preferably this cycle. There's also a drop wing on the ceiling somewhere. But we're not going to worry about that too much. I believe the only other lizard we need to kill is a green, discounting mole lizards. But for now, we're going to pretend they don't exist. Thank you for your patronage. Alright, so now we're going to be... We kind of want that squid cicada, but it doesn't really matter. Just want to get up here fast. Take a bit of a second. So it looks like someone got picked up by the auto mod. I'm not exactly sure why. I didn't eat food. Makes sense. We ate food. There is no problems. Imagine a red centipede lineaging from that centowing killer. Well, I hope that doesn't happen. It shouldn't mess up anything, because we're not going back right. We're just going to get the echo and we're going straight into farm arrays. However, after we get this echo, we're going to have to do one of the most annoying single sections that you can do in any of the standard speedruns. Also, I believe I said it at the beginning, but I absolutely love talking about the mechanics of this game and routes and stuff. But that's not limited to just the speedruns. If people are like, I want to do this and do that, I'm always up to talking about this game. That might be better after this is done. Also, this is an extremely good... we're doing really good. Let's put it that way. I saw how ahead we were in terms of pace earlier, and I didn't really believe it, but I believe we're only doing better. We don't have any passages right now, which is a little concerning, but won't matter too much. We'll be getting 2 really quickly here. You brought her a grapple worm and she said nothing. Well, I don't know how you got her the grapple worm, because they are very likely to die upon just touching water. So the world record is what we're timing against right now, that being the 2 hours and 22 minutes. I have no idea how forward or backward I am on that, because I'm terrible at splits. Oh, and keep forgetting to split all the time. I was looking for the drop wig there. Well, no easy squid cicada, but it doesn't matter. So there's nothing to really base that off of. Okay, that was a bit scary. I thought I was going to make it. It's been a while since I did that. Give her an explosive sphere. You can give her whatever you want. She'll say something about it to the chest. Well, this is where having a squid cicada would have been nice, because this is going to be annoying. I kind of want to not get seen here. I'm going to go a bit lower than I would want to. Anything mildly controversial, bunch of yeses and nos. Ah, yes. It's almost as if it really didn't matter. What else do you want? Are you super proficient at using it? Yes, for spears. Like, I think that's exactly what she says, what you just said. Okay, so this is one of the longest cycles, longest single segments we're going to do in this game, because we have to do 2 deer rides. And I don't think I need to tell any of you guys, who have at least played this game, how annoying that is. Moon equals Jesus confirmed. Because she comes back to life. I mean, she can't really die. to begin with. Kill the reindeer. No. I might stab the reindeer to go faster, but we'll see how that goes. All because of the water deal. I mean, it's a complicated issue. Very complicated issue. Want to get one of these now? I love the enthusiasm. This is why you should watch Rob Monoprops. Also do the Hunter run. Smile. I know you haven't finished it. You sitting over there playing Cuphead or something? You think you're better than us? I'm kidding. But... Has anyone tried warping Moon around? Well, we can't stab Moon either. I believe people have used dev tools to move her around. I don't know exactly what happens, because I don't remember watching that. Stop it. Never say that again in my chat. Monoprops. Okay, something I didn't think about that I should have did earlier is that I want to get Monk. There's not a really good place for me to do it, so I'm going to have to go out of my way. Ooh, this is really good. Please don't be in my way, though. Please move. Please move. Come on. Can you teleport the guard around? Yes. And that's something that I've been theorizing, and I feel like Snail Turtle should be the one to do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Is that... Bring a Guardian out of depth, see what happens. There we go. Get back here. This is what you get. I should get that spear to make this go faster, but I'm a bit over it right now. So, the thing about deer is, I've dealt with deer quite a lot. Especially with hunter runs. And I probably know how deer work more than anybody. So I just want to keep my hands off and do absolutely nothing. But additionally, I'm going to try to hit the music trigger real quick. It's like right here. It's this giant circle that's kind of high up. Okay, we hit it. Nice. They warp a guardian around, but they kill you rather quickly. They shouldn't kill you if you have full karma. So, you can't use it to forcibly beat the game. What else was I going to say? So if I have a spear right now, every time I stab the deer, it lurches forward just a bit. If I stab the deer when it's like resting on a block, like this one right here, this one right here, right in the middle off to the left a bit, it will kind of just like rest on it. If I stab it there, it kind of does this really big swoop and I'll go across the whole next screen. Sometimes it doesn't. Which is nice and all, but whenever the deer is attacked or threatened, it will try to leave the room at the nearest point it can. So we only want to stab the deer when we're halfway across this room. Sometimes the deer will still turn around, which is what we don't want. Technically, you could stab the deer anytime, and if you just constantly stab the deer, it will be stun locked. So it'll keep going in that direction really fast, but that's not realistic. Speedrun strat, move all the guardians from depths. I mean, that already is the speedrun strat. That legitimately is. It's not the warp them around one, though. I probably shouldn't have thrown that, but we'll hope we get lucky. So I'm actually going to attempt to do the speedrun strat when we get there, unless we're on super good pace, and I don't want to mess stuff up. Okay, that's kind of disappointing. We're going to get another one from down below. Half cycle. One deer ride to go, not bad. So this part, you don't want to stab the deer because they can only leave through the right side. We need to go to the left. So they will always try to turn around unless you can hit them constantly. Where did you come from? Huh? The worm grass was not moving, friend. So I know you weren't off to the left. Did you fly in from the right? I saw the Rainbow Trail before buying, and I thought the reindeer were going to be some sort of duo and a threat. Okay. I can imagine. Initially, so back in the day, as I like to put it, I guess, is my first speed game was Ori and the Blind Forest, which I absolutely love. And then I'm going to be speedrunning Ori and the Will of the Wisps. That's where I initially heard of Rain World. Someone mentioned it in passing. I completely forgot about it for the longest time because I could never play it because I had only had an Xbox. And then I had PC, and I had the choice between Rain World and Cuphead. I'm like, I don't even know what Rain World is for buying it, and that's basically how I got into Rain World. I don't know. That's right, monoprops. I despise Cuphead. Not really. I feel like I've seen everything that game can offer before I even played it. Throw one puff down and it'll spawn. I mean, that shouldn't be how that works. Also, hello, Hempamess. It shouldn't be how that works, but I don't know where it came out. I know you, Tool. Yes, I know this. But it doesn't make me want to randomly say it on stream any less. So, the best part about Hunter is that it involves eating meat. This meat can be centipedes, etc. If we eat centipedes alive, we're not killing them. If that makes sense. So we actually get Hunter and Saint at the same time. And yeah. Also, I see a hide Demonic, but I don't see where his chat is. Oh, there he is. Hello. Demonic and Hoku are also speedrunners of this game. Just so all of you are aware. Happens for jellyfish too, yes. Although it could be considered that they're not alive. Bat flies, I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure that might not be true. I was bored, so I watched a YouTuber on Rockcross. I know exactly who you were talking about. I watched his Risk of Rain for a while. His Risk of Rain 1, not 2. And I actually never knew that that this game came out about until later. I think he's a pretty good YouTuber from what I remember. Strength Grips of the Seven Suns. What are we talking about anymore? Also, because we're gonna starve, so we're using karma caching so we can get both Saint and Hunter without having to go back out and get more centipedes each time. Every time we quit out, we actually lose a bit of progress for both, but we gain more than we lose, so it doesn't matter too much. So we're just going to keep doing this till we get both Saint and Hunter. So yeah, this is where I can actually read this game. Actually read the chant for it. Batflies are choking in your death grip. Exactly. You're not killing them if you eat them alive. Who knew? Also, because we're doing karma caching... because we're doing karma caching, we're going to see this same dream over and over again. Which is one of the annoying parts, because obviously we wouldn't want to see the dream, but... that's just how it works. So it reminds me, I always wanted to try Risk of Rain 2. Kitsune family. No. We don't even see our family. Our goal is to find the family. Except it's not. Our goal is to 100% the game. Also, I don't know why your monoprops, your emote comes out as a monkey. That keeps disturbing me over and over again. So I believe what Hoku did and what you did is the same thing. The Newt army will rise. Technically, from this event, I was the Newt fly. Because they're fast. Kill firehills. What are we talking about anymore? I feel like you're just saying a bunch of stuff. Pink fluffy kittens. I think Darthus says a lot in the Discord. I don't think he needs to explain everything. I'd like to say that this game is whatever you want it to be. And then you can interpret it however you want. Would you like to know, Weatherbull? Okay. I like the monkey, yes. I believe it's because you have Twitch Prime, if I remember. Monoprobs. Our goal is to find our family until God tells us that we need to die in a hole instead. I hate that. I hate that so much. So, you may be asking yourself, we're pretty far into the run. Why we have only 4 passages? Well, we're going to be getting a lot of them really fast from this point on. So the main thing about this run is that we're getting the side quests that I mentioned earlier, and we're getting Wanderer. And we're just about there on Wanderer. So right now we're going to get 1. I'm going to spit out this gold pearl. Because we are now touching it, it's now going to count for... we're now touching it after a cycle that we've met Moon. It's now going to count for a scholar. We're going to jump off this cliff. We're going to touch another pearl. If we get stunned, we're going to do it again. And we're going to see another one in Industrial. Additionally, while we're down here, we're going to try to get a green friend. Or maybe a blue friend. I was lucky. Sometimes you can just get stunned out of it. We just need to touch it. We don't really need to do anything else with it. Also, I don't believe we actually have Chieftain yet. We're right on the edge, so we might get lucky here. Want to do that so stuff starts to get startled in the room, starts moving. Did the centipede move by and I just not noticed? Thought this was a separate one. Blue lizard, hello. Come to me. Yes. Best buddies. Best buddies. Yay! I'm sorry. We are actually taming the green. I never tame the blues because they can die to the green. Green are the only lizards that eat other lizards, and they only eat the blue ones. And obviously blue lizards count for a lot. So this is crank good. Please. What about science? No, they don't eat science. Come back. Come back. He's trying to grab the centipede. They always have problems grabbing centipedes. Science 8 blues, though? I'm pretty sure they don't. They just fight them. Because blues are... they attack everything. Also, there might be another blue behind this green. I'm pretty sure they don't. Because greens actually eat blues. Is the thing. Okay. Do that, friend. I'll see you over here. Normally I want to try to give the green a centipede and a blue lizard. Really though, I'm pretty sure they don't. I've not noticed that personally. Come on. Come on. Get out of here. This is a good spot. You don't want to be anywhere... You want to be in a good spot so you can get out of the way. Whites are the best lizard friend for taming. I don't know about that. But they're certainly not bad because they can go anywhere. Blueberry flavor. Exactly. Well, that pearl's lost to all eternity, but that's not too bad. Ooh. We should have gotten a fruit in here. I didn't think about it. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do monk. I wasn't thinking about it too much at the time. We're just gonna force to get friend real quick. Also, yeah, I don't know. Scions are the most annoying to tame, as they don't understand the concept of masks very well when you're your friend. And they're often more of a nuisance than anything else. At least when you're playing Hunter. Okay. I guess I've not noticed that before. That seems like a good way to do it, because blues obviously get a lot of food. They're not good around for defense. I mean, they can follow you. That's all you should really care about. You only need friends for the friend passage, remember? The white lizards. Alright, so this next cycle we want to do a few things. Do reds attack scions? I mean, reds attack anything that's in their way. They won't go out of their way to attack anything, I don't believe. That's not a lizard. I don't know where the green went, but I'd like him to be here right now. I'll worry about it later. So I was about to murder our friend here, but he did not decide to come out of bed today. So I'm going to do a backup that is later. So our friend lizard is generally easier to kill for a few reasons. But we need to kill a green lizard at some point, and that'll be when we go to garbage. Best dogs are trained for group purpose. This is annoying. I don't know what would be the best, to be honest. I might have heard scavengers. I might be able to give a spear to one. There's also a drop wig on the ceiling. You can't see it because it's very hard to see, but it might be hunter only. I don't remember. Ooh, we need to kill this guy this cycle if we can. Okay, good. I don't know why this lantern is here, but I don't question it. There's another green here. Bit annoying that he's there. The lantern tells a story, yes. That green is yours? There's no way that's at my green. There is absolutely no way that it is. That's not good. Okay, yeah, you back off. There's no reason for us to have the lantern, but if I run by a scavenger, it'd be nice to give it to him instead of the spear. Okay, that guy is in the direction I wanted to be in. I'm gonna have to take the long way around. Alright, so we need to go and get a drainage wanderer pip, so that's where we're gonna go now. I feel like I'm moving a bit slower than normal. I feel like I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Because now someone is just typing my name right now. I don't know. I missed the question. What are we talking about? I just want to speedrun the game right now. I'm sorry if I miss questions. There's always 4 berries here. Very useful. One could say it's very useful. What do you think? I'm not answering that question. I'm really not sure what your question is, other than what lizards you would want as friends, and I don't really have an answer for that, as I've never just walked around with a bunch of lizards. Alright, well, I'm gonna get Monk now, because this is a good time to get it. So I'm just gonna wait here for a second so I can actually read. I believe it was mentioned the one tile that you can go through on a pipe. So I normally go through it, that filtration section. The one that doesn't look like you should be able to go through. I normally go through that so you can go down the fastest, but the mole lizard was there, so I didn't. Bad do pass on every room due to reasons, of course. I can imagine wondering. I don't know what... I still don't know what questions there are. If you could tame vulture in dinner, I don't know. Personally, I don't care much for that. Oh, I went straight into starve. I might not get monk because I didn't eat it. I forget. I haven't really done that before. Tame dogs do crimes. No. It is set to not instead of a floor or anything. Want to tame a spitter spider. I don't feel like they would be very good friends. I feel like they would hit you accidentally many times. And that's kind of the point of them as, like, rogues. A Hat in Time crossover. Hat Crimes edition. Imagine outskirts and there's no lizards. It seems like a boring area. I did it again. I didn't eat the berry. What am I doing? It shouldn't matter, but it might. Okay, I didn't. Okay, that's Monk. Very nice. A lizard are dead and they respawn. That happens if you play a save for a long time. Either they lineage into nothing, or they get back to their den while injured, and that just doesn't heal them. It just makes them cease to exist. Which isn't great. Alright, so now it's everyone's favorite part, also known as drown ourselves in a small pool. Not really, but we need to use a passage, and we can't do that without dying. Because we were starving before. Driver's magically to pole plant and look up. No, the kelp is natural there, what you just heard. Oh, you did that. Okay. That's what you mean. Yeah, that can happen too. Alright, we want industrial again. Same shelter. Yes. Evolution. All kelp and huskers. That seems pretty cool. All kelp in Sky Island seems a bit more terrifying to me, at least. But obviously, yeah, they're directly in the way. I'm not sure about that. I know there is a few. I don't know if they're lineages. Okay, this is the last Scholar Pearl. We don't need to give it anyone, but if we... High chance that we could meet a... some friends. We may want to give that to them. They tend to move around quite fast, though. The scavengers. We'll see how that goes. So we need the green kill. Still. So, good thing about industrial going to going to garbage is that we can get all the sticks here and pearls, etc., and be giving them to scavengers. But sometimes they don't. I believe they always spawn, just sometimes they're in places you wouldn't want them to be in. They move around quite fast. But the greens up here are always good to kill. But if we don't have Chieftain, it's very good to get it while we're here. It doesn't appear that we're going to run into any, which is a bit annoying. So I'm going to have to think about how I want to address that. I might just passage right back into industrial and hope that one appears again, so I can give them literally a spear, because we're so close. I don't know where the greens are. They can often show up in this next area. I don't know where the purples are either. Okay. I deserve this. There are no spears. I don't know what is going on with the vultures, but they're very aggressive right now. There's a lot of ways across this room. The easiest would be with a spear. Second easiest is what I just did right there. So the green is still up to the right here, so we can still kill it. But I'm gonna have to pass on that one. Let's finish Wander and then deal with everything else as time goes on. We have a lot of extra passages to use to be able to clean up everything. I see Rip Sport Rainbow VR. No. I mean, we'll have to see how it goes. I don't think Rain World should make that kind of jump. I do believe it would be more accepted to a wider audience if it was something kind of closer to how Ori is. Maybe I just like Ori too much, but if it had some abilities, its base movement is great. Is how I like to put it. DL's driving the rooms is annoying. Yes. Yes, it is. Also, we're getting shown Moon despite already seeing her. Happens. That's just dreams. Also, it appears we are missing... Is that the... If anybody remembers, is that the industrial shelter? I didn't need a passage, thinking about it. Because I need to get through industrial, if that's what that is. I don't know why I don't have the industrial pip. It did seem like I was missing one, though. Okay, we're just gonna passage right back into where we were. So we need to try to kill green. We need to try to give any scavenger anything, and then we're gonna save in... Because you passaged to it, and I saved in it initially, though. Did I just forget to save in it? Is that what happened? Huh. I might have forgotten just to save in it. Thinking about it. Which would be really bad, because that would make the run invalid, but either way, I think we put on a good show. I might have forgotten to save at it, though. I think that's what happened, because that's the only reasonable explanation for that. What is going on? You take this. Thank you. Please don't throw the bomb. I just beamed that green from space. Come on, friend. You can do it. Please don't kill me. I feel like it's the same scavenger that I'm seeing, but we need to kill a green. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna move back up. Save an industrial. Hopefully the green isn't dead. If not, we have other ones. Why don't we deal with the central green? I think that's the better option for us here. That was... okay. There you are. We need industrial pip too, yes. That's why we're saving an industrial. Did not want to mess that up a second time. Let's go up this way. Yeah, we only need one. Oh, we actually got this one to trigger. Normally you don't hear this one. That is a good question, Hoku. Alright. Wanderer, Chieftain, Dragon Slayer. That is 100% clear. So now we can end the game. I always like how it pretty much always ends on the Wanderer passage. Alright, closest shelter we currently have active is the drainage one. So we've done everything we need to do. So we're just gonna end the game. I'm doing pretty good, but I do believe that the run is invalid. Because I never saved an industrial. Because if that's true, I won't accept this as a legit run. Because I technically warped back to a shelter that I never actually rested in. Which I'm thinking about it. I don't think I did. One way or another, we showed the runoff, though. That is exactly how the run would go. It's just a small detail that messed everything up, that made what I believe the run to be illegal, as there's no reason why I shouldn't have had... should have not had the industrial pip otherwise. Yeah, but I got the outskirts one. And I can't passage... Give me a second. I can't passage to a shelter I haven't rested in previously in the same run. And I believe that's basically what happened, because I never rested in the industrial one. Because I got Survivor in Outskirts. Is there another one in my way? Yes. Please go down. But, I don't know. One way or the other was a good showcasing of it. But this is probably the best run-through of the route that I've done as well. I hit the wrong lizard. That's unfortunate. We'll do that again. Not too much of a problem. You really body blocked me there. They normally don't put their body up like that, like they did. But, pretty much, right when I enter depths, 11 minutes maximum, and the run will be over. So that's why I'm saying that this is an incredibly good run. As we're most definitely going to be under what my record was previously. By a long shot, actually. Because of a few reasons. Number one being how I basically never died anywhere. And then Outskirts was incredible. I don't think we really need to say anything about what happened in Outskirts if you were there about it. But 2 free pearls. Couldn't be better. 10 minutes of riveting depths gameplay. I think it's nice. It's pure movement. I know you guys are like, oh, you can't die in it. Well, I'm sorry that I like the movement. Please? Please? I don't want to touch him. With all arena unlocks. I mean, Rob has done something like that. It's an interesting run. I would believe it would be better if it was only unlocks. Because you can get unlocks and die. And there's no problem with that. You can't do that with literally with anything else. For what 100% was. You have to survive. So you could go to some random place off in space and just die. And there's no problem with it. Additionally, there really isn't a route. There is, but there isn't. For Hunter 100%. And that's really the next thing on that list. Okay, let me actually pay attention for a second. Well, so much for good movement. I'm still gonna go for the any percent skip when any percent does. Hunter 100% just seemed painful. It is! Well, I didn't get what I wanted to get, but it doesn't matter too much. We need a spear for later. We'll lose more time than we'll gain if we don't have a spear. Well, unfortunate. Also unfortunate. Wow, I'm just gonna mess all of this up. Alright, so the speedrun despawn of the Guardians. 1. Touch the wall on the left. 2. Enter either of the pipes on the right. And then wait for 6.5 seconds to go into the other pipe. I might have been a little bit late. And if I did it right, we'll see no Guardians. It's easy to mess it up. So there's a lot going on in the background there with load times. It's a bit hard to explain to you. I did get it though. There are no Guardians. But why? Yes. Yes, Will. Effectively, we're loading in the room on the left to make sure it always loads in the room on the left with the Guardians. Make sure it always loads in. I always either force it and don't go all the way to the left, or I always touch the wall to make sure it happens. And then you enter in a room on the right. It will unload the room with the Guardians. After about 6.5 seconds, the Guardian room will start loading in again. And then it will be loading in for half a second. If you leave the room and not enter the room with the Guardians in it, in that small time frame of about half a second, the Guardians just don't get placed. I don't know how to explain it than that. I just place objects cease to exist. That's why it would be really cool if we could despawn other stuff like effects. This whole area is affected by a slowdown, which is a bit annoying, as we can obviously go much faster if we didn't have it. Can I use this to finally ascend with? You can. I mean, I would still beat it normally. That's just me. But, yeah. So it's hard to get a lot of the faster strats, like belly slides, etc. through this area, because your muscle memory is very different. So for the most part, I try to use rock boosts and specific rolls to get places fast. Unloads voice C. I'm pretty sure you can't do that. There's a lot of things I would like to see unloaded, and if the Void Sea unloaded and if you could just fall straight down, that would be great. There's also room if you can't read anything. Exactly. Although it would be cool if someone figured that out. If someone... So this is something I said earlier, but if someone finds a glitch, a strat, etc. that can speed up the any % route by a good 15 seconds, I will pay them $50. I'm not joking about that. I want it. So currently, if you don't know, Rain World's any % for Survivor and Monk is at a world record time of 20 minutes and 3 seconds. Mostly due to the fact that it was a really good run, on top of the void worms at the end were nice and pushed us down really far. So we'd want something a bit more consistent to actually save us some time. Alright, last room in the game. And that's why I want it so badly, so we could finally get that sub 20. Because it's not going to happen realistically with current strats, even if it is possible. We'd be able to trigger Neoma Dimensional. Yes, that is also something. If you can route that in reliably, that would be nice. The really real door transitions where the body gets duplicated, yes. Alright, so now we're at the final swim. It's because I'm playing on a controller. Controller is technically a bit faster through here, just because you can do a slight snaking motion that actually speeds us up just a bit. We're just getting out of the slow zone, but it's a bit annoying when we're in the slow zone. In the world record, any %, we actually get pulled down out of the slow zone by a void worm, which has never really happened. But we're just timing our jumps / breaststrokes as we can, and then we're doing a snaking motion. But yeah, keyboard might be more precise for some of the other tricks, like fast pole climb, but in the end, swimming is much faster on controller, because they can't do the small boost from snaking. Where's my $50 at? No. You're gonna save a consistent 15 seconds? What vulture are you going to get? There's no vulture nearby. Yeah, you can't do the snaking motion on keyboard. You'll always be slower when going through this section on keyboard, which I'm not a big fan of. I like it when everyone's on an even playing ground for input usage, and I'll still say, play with whatever you want. If you speedrun this game, or if you just want to be really good at the game, play with whatever you want. Don't worry about swimming fast in the Void Sea. Yeah, that's something we've messed with a bit, Episman. I haven't done it with a vulture. I did it with a mole lizard because it's more reasonable to get one. Also, I'm trying to manipulate the void worm right now. By doing nothing and by facing straight down. It has to hit a certain amount of triggers. Oh, that was fast. Before it can actually get us. after bringing a mole lizard all through depths, I never got the super speed glitch once, which was disappointing. And then there was no point where doing the pin glitch, where you stab it right next to a pipe and then going through the pipe with it, actually was useful. There's a lot of things we can use. A lot of things we could use to get speed, go through certain rooms fast, but we're still limited by per room, and then not all rooms can do certain glitches, etc. So it'd be cool if people went around and tested a bunch of stuff. I have a document with most of the glitches that we're aware of. Glitches, exploits, etc. It doesn't have everything on it, but it has basically everything. I wonder if there's a way to pin Slugcat so you spawn a certain XY in each room you live. There really isn't a good way to do that. You have to do a setup with a lizard every single room, so you forcibly get drawn to an XY position. And that's really not useful. Or a final swim. Not really much else to say. It's still faster on controller, not only because we get this extra speed boost, but because it's an awkward 30-degree angle every time. That's just how it goes. I always go slightly not directly towards it, is what I notice. I also often just completely blank out and just stare at the chat the whole time. But yeah, this is about as good as this run could get. And I couldn't have asked for a better run for this. Alright. Time is when we see loading in the bottom left. Alright. That is a good like 13 minutes ahead of what the record is currently. Very, very good. But I do not believe is legitimate, given from what happened, and what I don't remember actually resting in Industrial. So I'm not going to... Oh, we'll check. We'll check before we stop. We still have a good 15 minutes, because we ended much earlier than I expected. But otherwise, this run was... This is as good as you could get. Did you starve Industrial Accent? No, it doesn't matter if you starve. I would still get the pip. I remember exactly what I did, and I just didn't save there, I'm pretty sure. And that's why I would say that this run is invalid in that degree. I won't be putting it on speedrun.com, but it's still a... It's obviously... It did everything the run will do, and it's off by a technicality. Shouldn't the game technically end a bit before their... Run? I guess I don't know what you mean. Shouldn't the game technically end a bit before there because you can let go of the controller and still win? So, we time at loading because you technically still have control of Slugcat. Personally, I'm a big fan of time is when you no longer control your character. Technically, the end will always happen after you hit the trigger, a little bit after. But if you press stroke again, you're actually still... You can hear Slugcat. He's still there. So you're actually still in control until the final cutscene loads. Beat Sum of Best by 3 minutes. I wouldn't say the Sum of Best is worthy by any degree, but a lot of things went right in this run. Mostly industrial, mostly outskirts. So we didn't have to do a whole cycle in Shaded. We still had a lot of hiccups in a few places, but there was really no major mistake. Outside of I don't think we rested in the other thing. Also, we just devastated Guardian despawn perfectly, exactly how it's supposed to go. Everything was shown that needed to be shown. All right, so I'm gonna the credits are gonna go. We're gonna let it go for a bit. Because you're all captive at my channel, I can say whatever. If you scroll down a bit, I'm actually going to be in 2 other speedrun events this coming weeks. I'll be showcasing a Rainworld Pilgrimage run. I might be asking if I could do a bid war between Survivor or Hunter, but something tells me it might be better just to keep it as Survivor. As well as the next weekend, I'll be doing another 100% run for Valuethon, which will be pretty good. But basically, scroll down, and then it has all the schedules underneath my stream. I also had a run at 3 a.m. this morning for me. I did not sleep that well today, which is a little surprising that this run went so well. But Hoku, to answer your question, did I do all right? I went the wrong way. That's all I'm gonna say. It actually worked out fine. So for the Hunter Pilgrimage, that secret of sleep deprivation all along, of course. I knew it. But for the Hunter Pilgrimage route, you remember we came down from Sky Islands into Farm Arrays for this 100%, and we went straight to the subterranean shelter side. Dang, I'm always running that strat. He's ahead of the curve. I went straight to the subterranean side shelter and Farm Arrays. That is what I normally do on every run. Hunter Pilgrimage does not do that. You go half the way, you go past the spider section, you save in the midway point in Farm Arrays, then you get the echo in Farm Arrays. What I did is I went straight to the subterranean shelter. Realized I did it completely wrong, went back on the other deer to go back through the spider section and then do another deer and then get to the Farm Arrays echo. Which, it could have ended badly, but nothing went wrong, so it wasn't that bad. So, it worked out. We got a 58, I believe. Not too bad. Yeah, Rainbow can be flexible. It's not too far away in terms of stuff. The deer were not having it, I would say, but they were not killing us, which was good. But yeah. That is Rainrolled 100% from me. Oh, you missed the ending too. I'm sorry. Well, that's just how it goes. So I believe that we have a good amount of time. Personally, I would like to host raid and stream when it's possible. We ended really early. So early that I think I could do an any percent run right now. So if no one's in huge disagreement, I will do that. Tame a red, no. I've never done that, and after feeding one like 3 drop wigs and then dying to it, or I forget, I think it died to another red, it was very annoying. Like 40 minutes, that's what I thought. Yes. Okay. So why not? If no one else completely against it, we'll do that. Ooh. I had streamed Rainworld this morning. I had no idea Baron's rushing to fill a crate. And that happens. Okay, so to answer your question, Pyro, we're going to check that. Active Twitch. Invalid to it's probably going to be invalid. Is how I'm going to say that around. Do not scream at me, Twitch. Thank you. No, I did not want to go there. Show me the video. I'm going to check the VOD right now. Regardless, this is the best run I've ever had of it. With the events that I have down below, I'll be running this event again, the 100% at Valuethon, in 2 weeks. So hopefully we can get a good time as this as well, and get actually a good one. It's kind of like what happened with Complete-a-thon. Complete-a-thon had internet issues, and we lost like 30, 20, 10 seconds or so. I don't remember exactly. And that invalidates the run as well. And I'm not going to force a run that is wrong to be accepted. I want the run to be exactly how we said it. Despite how good this run was, that's just how it's going to be. I mean, I like to say, so when you say I could never speedrun a game like this, I'd like to say that really anyone could. Although I kind of had, in quotes, air quotes, you can't see me, but I'm doing air quotes, I kind of had experience with speedruns before with Ori and the Blind Forest, but I was not good at Ori and the Blind Forest. I slowly made up for it, but I needed a game where I needed to learn myself, and that was this game. And if you put the time in and you actually care to actually learn slowly, anyone could speedrun any game, is how I like to put it. And it doesn't matter how good or bad you are comparative to everyone else. What matters is that you are improving. So this run may be invalid and all that, but I improved. And that's amazing. And I improved by a good amount more than I expected, which is even more amazing, during an event where I'm like half asleep right now. So I'd say this was very good. You can say that about almost anything as well. So there's something else about that. So I really, really wanted to speedrun Ori and the Blind Forest. Like, I really wanted it. And whenever I got time, I would play it. Except I wasn't meeting the goals that I wanted to within the time period I wanted to. And I just hated myself over that. And I eventually just decided to stop playing it because I was just starting to hate the game more than I was actually liking to play it. So I then moved away from it, routed a few other games that really people didn't care too much about, but it was fun for me. Came back to Ori, did a competition with it, which was fun, and got beat some times that I wanted to, but I decided I wouldn't play it again. And then came to Rain World. And for Rain World, I decided if I'm really ever going to really learn how to speedrun stuff, and to stream, etc., I would have to pick a time, and I would have to forcibly make myself stream and practice that game once a week. And so every single Saturday, I played this game 3 hours. And if I wasn't able to do it, I picked a time sometime during that week to do those 3 hours. I never played it any more. I never played it any less. I slowly got and made myself better and better at. I would not tell myself that I'm nearly as good as I could be. What Avant has done in this game is better mechanically than I have ever reached. But he's still messed up in enough places to not beat times that I've done. But I slowly got better with it. The more time I put into it and liked it. Obviously, I speedrun Katana Zero, Sekiro, and Titanfall 2 within that time, but that is what made me better, slowly, by putting 3 hours every week into something that I, loved and dreamed about. I'm sorry that I basically spoke about that for a long time, but that's something I feel kind of strongly about. Although I do feel like I've spent a good amount more time than I've wanted to with this game. In terms of, like, when I started and when I ended. Not so much time I actually put into it, because there's people with a lot more hours in the game than me. Especially Rob. But Yeah. Put 3 hours every week into something you dream about, and you could do whatever you want. As long as you're improving, that's all that matters. But that's my speech about that. I'm kind of half looking at the VOD right now. I'm checking it out. How many hours do we all have? I have just passed 500, and it's been almost 2 years for me playing this game. And with the release of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I'm probably going to be looking at that game a good amount more, as Ori was I cared quite a lot about it. Alright, I'm seeing exactly what I did, and I did not save at that shelter, so the run is invalid. But regardless, very good run. And that's all that matters. 600 original on Steam, although there's probably a bunch with mods and other stuff. Yeah, I can imagine. But comparative to anyone that who really plays this game, I probably have the least amount of hours with 500. Rob is in the thousands, I believe. Turtle just hit 1,000 as well. And Hoku said her hours. I haven't done really anything with modding personally, but just how Lugia is pretty low too. I can imagine. You know, I don't hear him play too much as well. Make him stream more. Rob, make Lugia stream more. Okay. And River's at 300. Of course. But yeah. Basically, I played this game casually for 60 hours. 50 to 60 hours. And then I just put in 3 hours once a week. No more, no less, because you don't want to hate the game. More lockdown streams. I don't know what you mean by that. Well, since I've ascended for the first time, I 543, and it'll be a year since I finished it in a few days. Okay. Okay, what time we got? Cancel. So I'm going to change the title real quick. I'm going to do an any percent run, and then we're going to go straight into hosting Raiden. Or however, I forget how you say his name, sorry. But yeah, that's something I've wanted to talk about for a while. I'm glad people could listen to it. I think my controller died. No, it just fell asleep. Where's my other splits? So we're going to do Monk any percent, because technically Monk is just a bit faster, given the fact that you have to eat one less food. Only reason why I do any percent Monk. Any more playable version of Dungeon World? That'd be interesting, yeah. Play Aether Ridge, it's pretty good. I haven't even played most of it yet. Did I hear the M word? I don't remember what I just said. So you're going to have to reiterate it for me. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Go back. Monk. Get over it. I don't like Monk any more than you do. Okay, title's updated. I'm going to do an 80% real quick. Aether has wrecked me so far. Understandable. I could be surviving well if I wanted to in that region, but I just want to see the fun things. I think that's what we really all want in the end. Banana slug, peel him. No. He's trying his best, okay? Okay, this is... I would reset off of this, because we're about 3 seconds behind where I want to be, or ready. But it's whatever. Deal with it. I just want to show an 80% run, and this is the time we have. So we didn't get a spear again, so I can't show off the strat I like. Rob subbed with Twitch Prime. Oh, thank you. Although I am going to say, because of how Twitch shows, Twitch does subs and money for stuff, the likelihood that I will get any money from subs is pretty low. So don't feel any need, or it's really not going to do anything money-wise to me to give me money by any means by subbing bits, etc. I also don't have a donation thing because I don't need it or want it. Also, I wasn't supposed to eat all of those berries, but it's whatever. We're just kind of showing off the run. So, traditionally, we would want to eat two food and then have 2 more in our hands as we're going through here. You can get messed up off the... Ooh, that was surprising. You get messed up off of this pole plant here if you just mess up the inputs, which is easy to do on controller at times. Only 4 seconds behind. We want to be sub 2 minutes, but it's not that bad. Monk really is a hero. Oh no. More heroic anything you will ever do. Well, you don't need to be like that, but what kind of random dude just jumps into a death pit after his brother? I'm sorry, but you don't do that. Also, they never saw each other. I mean, it wasn't really I mean, it was just wet down there. I mean, it's not like the rain literally kills you or anything. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You trying to steal Monk's spotlight? Yes, because you don't do that. You don't literally kill yourself for a situation that has no chance. Maybe that's just me. Because Monk was just like a child then. I can't imagine that he really knew the risks in that situation. We also got the slide in, which was nice. Oh, I messed that up though. Well, that could have been cool, but I messed it up. What if this is some Wizards of Oz stuff, and there's this whole slug kind of slide after? Oh no. If Monk was the stronger swimmer from the beginning. I don't know what to say about that at all. I mean, they grew up without each other. Seemingly. Oh my. Oh my. I have not had those issues in a while. The roll jump out of the pipe at the beginning, yeah, that's something that you should do. It's something I wasn't doing for a while, but it is extremely helpful. Axolotl might kill us here. He wanted it. I don't think he actually saw us, though. Monk has a stealth bonus comparative to the other slug cats, making it so that I believe they actually have to see him for like a decent amount of time. I'm not exactly sure how that works. What was that noise? Slugcat dunking in water? Not drowning. So Monk has lower lungs. Also, to do this easy, just hold left when you're slowly exiting. Physics issues can happen here. Just make sure you're going straight into the hole and not coming from the side of it. Those leeches want a hug. They always want a hug. We're not going to give them one because they don't give good hugs. And we won't accept that. Don't fall. Well, I already fell. That was on purpose. We did not run out of breath the whole time. Which is rare, because you really have to do it right. Because Monk has bad lungs. That is one of the downsides of Monk. For the speedrun, you really have to do them right. For this section. I could have did that better. I didn't think I was high enough for that last part. I did not want to slide, and that was a little scary to fall down. If you fall down there, you might as well reset. You can get back up, but why? So I should have did the safety strat by getting a hazer. So you can use a hazer to get by the... Dang. Get by the Guardians, which is, so far I've had 100% getting by them. So that's just how that goes. With a hazer. You can get one in drainage, and it's not too bad. Not too out of the way. So I should have did that, but we're going to deal with it. Additionally, if you're ever learning the any percent route, or really any other route, you would save up in that top left. There's always 4 food there. You want to save, and just... Whenever you're doing a speed run, you always want to just run the route, and not really actually do the full speed run. As dying at this point onward is always bad. That slide is really sick. I don't remember which slide it is. I think I hear one. Okay, we're in the clear. What's the issue? So moles take quite a while to actually know you're there, so it's usually fine just to like run your face into them. You don't want to be touching them for terribly long, but was the area made the run invalid? I didn't sleep in the industrial shelter, which I was supposed to, and then oh, what am I doing? I didn't sleep in an industrial shelter where I was supposed to, and then I passaged to it, which you're not supposed to do, so that's why the 100% run is invalid. Oh, is this Rogorama raid? I didn't expect you guys to come by. Hello. So these were the guys that I did a run earlier today on. The run for earlier today. Hello. So right now, to explain everything that's happening on screen for the people who don't know what's happening, I am running any percent monk for Rain World, which means that I'm just going straight to the end, about a 22-minute estimate. Easy to mess up this one trick that we're about to get to. There's no more enemies in front of us, but we'll see how it goes. After that, technically, today is the Rain World anniversary. and the event that I was supposed to do was Survivor 100%, which we just completed and got an extremely good time on, but the run isn't valid, which is unfortunate. So we're doing an 90% because we were done so early before the next people do their stuff. That being a hunter run, first time. Yes, Raiden is next with the first time hunter run. See how he does. Alright, here's the room of the skip. I'm gonna make sure I get it right. I almost feel a bit late there. I think I saw a spear here. I forgot to bring one. Yeah, we're doing good. Alright, I got the skip again. That's 3 for 3 today. Oh, and I always considered this skip to be a coin flip of 50-50 to get it. So, sorry I wasn't really explaining it, but effectively, there's these creatures that block us from finishing the game. Normally you have to get 10 karma to go buy them. We can just straight up despawn them if we mess with spawns with loading times. So the strange movement, I was counting 6.5 seconds between two pipes. And within that 6.5 seconds after going between the two pipes, I have a half a second period to interrupt loading times. And that's what I was able to do, and it doesn't spawn the Guardians, and we can go straight by. And I forgot to split, but it doesn't matter. Also, I believe I saw a comment back up there. We are right at the end, by the way. So although if you're from Rogorama, there's potential that you saw the end of my run, or for some reason you're interested in this game and don't want to see the ending. It honestly doesn't matter if you see the ending, because the ending, I would say, is very separate from the normal game. But yes, from this point on, there's nothing that can kill us. We got about 8 minutes, and we're going to finish the game. That's about it. Everything's slowed down, so it's hard to do a bunch of advanced movement, so I'm going to do a bunch of spear and rock throws to pick up speed. Yeah, it's not possible to die. In the original patch, you could randomly die to the void worms, because they would come up out of the water, because when they brush past you out of the water, they would push you so hard that they would instantly kill you. That's just how that goes. But also, I believe, Riv, you complimented my commentary. Thank you. Because I've been trying to make it presentable as I can. Voidworm physics don't work right in the air. No. No, they do not. I don't pretend to understand. I don't pretend to understand slopes either. I think Rob understands the Aether Ridge slopes, if you know what I mean. We both had the same hilarious encounters with Aether Ridge slopes. Very cool. I loved the application of it. Absolutely terrifying. And it's so good. I was hoping someone might do something with that one day. Because it was something we all kind of knew existed, but no one really ever did anything about it. Also, the last room in the game right here. Yeah, we have 5 minutes left. Also, someone appears to have messaged me on Discord. I'll check that when we're getting swimming down. So, final part of the game, it's just swimming. And hope the void worms don't move us around too much. Don't have to see about doing air next week. I still need to finish it. First, broken double linked pipe behaviors. By double linked, do you mean creature only, in-room teleport pipes, or? I guess I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Like, if you go through a pipe and then go back through it, it puts you someplace else? Because I'm guessing on modding ends, if you make a pipe go to the same, to two different places, it really doesn't make sense what's happening. Also, we're doing the snaking motion like we did before. Yes, void worm. Also known as... Oh, I guess you're having a good run? Well, we're gonna make it really bad now by pushing you back up. Wormies, yeah. Don't encourage the wormies. Only encourage them to be more consistent. Because I hate just arbitrary, you lost time, not here's an obstacle that sometimes shows up, deal with it, and you could still go fast if you are good at the game. That's this one. It's basically if you point to a room but have a pipe 0 set to disconnect it. I have no idea what scavenger you're specifically talking about. I spent 30 minutes on my first video, didn't realize you had to go deeper. I kind of assumed that we would have to keep going deeper when I first got here. A lot of people seem to have gotten lost when they got here casually. At the outskirts toll? There was a pink one at the outskirts toll? I guess I wasn't paying attention. On the way in or the way out? Also, I believe that if you watch the VOD, you can clip it yourself. Oh, at the end with the light. Add pink in its horns. I have no idea how to save scavenger data. Come to me! Please, yes. There we go. Nice. Seems like you guys at Rogorama had a good run. A good event. I forget what you guys called it. It was like a triathlon or something, dealing with like Spelunky, Enter the Gungeon and stuff. I need to fully complete Enter the Gungeon. I've done everything, but I don't have the finished gun. I have every achievement, but I don't have the finished gun, and I want to get it. So that's the next thing for me, at least. That's what I want to do. So I kind of want to see what you guys did for what I believe you called a triathlon. I don't exactly remember. The gun that kills fast? No. So if you 100% the game, the pentathlon, that makes more sense. Yes, what you guys did for that I thought was really interesting. I don't remember what all the games you did were. I think I remember seeing Spelunky and then Enter the Gungeon and Binding of Isaac. Necrodancer. I've still yet to play Necrodancer. Seems like a really cool game. Cadence of Hyrule has been very interesting too. It seems like a really fun run. I'm not the biggest fan of some of those speedruns of games like that. I looked at Enter the Gungeon for a long time because I absolutely love that game. But it seems painful to really go for just extremely good runs, because you kind of just have to hope you get really lucky. In terms of a race, though, Oh boy, that seems like it would be incredibly fun. And like, both people had the same seed or something? That would also be really cool. Makes more sense with games where you can set a seed. Necrodancer's like that. Necrodancer was something I was looking at really a lot, too. I've yet to play, though. Alright, time is when you see loading in the bottom left. Alright. I didn't split at the right time, but it's whatever. Pretty good any percent run. Only about 30 seconds behind record. Oh, which is my personal best. I mean, I split late. Don't... It's like a 47 or something. Whatever the splitter says doesn't actually matter. It's to help me understand what's going on more than anything else. Hopefully this time it actually shows the ending cutscene screen. Eagle Island has had a Speedrun seed in the menu. I have no idea what Eagle Island is. Show the last screen. Show the last screen. Oh. Well, that's 2 for 3 have not shown the last screen today. Unfortunate. Better invent in mine's any percent. I mean, don't worry about that too much. You know how much I've worked on any percent. Are you playing on PS4 Switch? No. I have it on Switch and I've played it on PS4 yet. I feel like since that's not on PC, it will still show the fast screen. Just it errors out sometimes and I'm not sure why, and it won't show the last screen. But yeah. This was Rain World any percent as Monk. That being easy mode. Really doesn't change much the run between Survivor, etc. But yeah. The Switch run seems interesting. I heard that there was a patch to help with how the game runs. We'll see how that goes. Playing it on Switch was a bit annoying, but seems good. We still want 1.7 on PC, but we'll see about that. But yeah. When Raiden goes live, we're gonna raid him. Everyone from Rogorama, just so you're aware, this is the Rain World's 3rd anniversary for Rain World, and I was doing 100% Survivor for the run. We completed very early. It would have been a world record if I didn't accidentally not do something, which makes the run invalid. So I did an 90% because we had time, which was, this is valid, still good, it doesn't matter, but it's still fun to show off. Everything was basically what the run was. Next is going to be, what exactly is it called? It's going to be a first-time Hunter Hunt run with Raiden. Raiden is a community manager for Adult Swim Games. So Adult Swim Games is the publisher of this game. And yeah, that's basically what's going to show off. So Hunter runs specifically, it's a score-based game mode, more or less. You have 20 cycles of being alive. And the more stuff you kill, the more points you get. If you get passages, it multiplies your points. The score runs are pretty insane, but for Raiden, he's probably not going to care too much about that and just try to figure out what he's supposed to do and try not to die too much. So that's what that's going to be about. And then afterwards, Apple Bread's going to do a modded run. But yeah. We'll just wait until he's live. I'll wait until, if you're Rivotter, if you can hear me, if you post it on Discord that he's on, I'll raid him then. Which will probably be in about 5 to 7 minutes or something. April Fool's update praises all the enemies with scabs at the worst rep. I'll bring it up. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, I don't think that should be a an April Fool's joke. It should be a mod that someone should make a dream. It seems like it would be pretty cool. Video Cult releases the update for 1.7. Green this can climb poles. That would be terrifying. And make them move just extremely fast or something weird. He's live right now, but he's on this... The stream will start soon. Okay. We'll wait till the credit exits then. I don't think I'm following him on Twitch right now. See what his actual Twitch is. Hey, which one? It didn't come up. Copy. He just made an announcement on Twitch. I don't know what that means. Is he off the stream will starting soon? Oh, it says N/A. Weird. And his icon is the arrows that are like 4 squares that are different colors. Right? Exit out. Yes. Yep. Alright. So, I'm going to start the raid then. I'm not exactly sure when it cuts me out, so I'm just going to say stuff before it ends. But, yeah. Thank you all you guys for coming. Very happy to perform 3 runs today. But, yeah. I'm going to say it again. I'm more than happy to talk about anything that's meta, I suppose, about this game. When it comes to movement, it comes about speedrun strats, when it comes about speedrun routes, when it comes about routes that are not specifically dealing with speedrun, because this game is very large and there's a lot of fun things you could do. More than happy to talk about that in the speedrun channel on the general Discord of Rain World. But yeah, the other events that I'm doing soon are, as you scroll down you can see when they are. That's the next times I'm going to be streaming. Otherwise, I might stream randomly Ori and the Will of the Wisps, because I love that game, but we'll see how it goes. The speedrun, it could go either way so far. See how it goes. Alright, but thank you. I'm going to press host now, raid now, and I have no idea how that works. Is there a way to go back to a certain part of the stream while it's happening? I can't find a scav. You should be able to press videos, and then it should show my current stream. But yeah, alright, I'm pressing raid now. Well, goodbye. I think you guys can still hear me, because it's going to say 5 seconds left. Goodbye. Yeah, bye. Okay, I have no idea how it works, I guess. Okay, I'm pressing raid now.